डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। जैसे कि आपको पता है, जो लास्ट लेक्चर हमारा था दैट वाज द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ वेव थ्योरी ऑफ लाइट। रिफ्लेक्शन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ वेव थ्योरी ऑफ लाइट, और उसको हमने पढ़ा था दैट इफ a dash b dash we want a dash b dash to be a true reflected wavefront, it must fulfill the following condition, that is dp plus pd dash is equal to ab dash or is equal to ba dash। इस इस कंडीशन तक हमने आपको पिछले लेक्चर में पढ़ाया था। तो आज के लेक्चर में हम आपको उसका प्रूव करेंगे, प्रूफ देंगे कि जो ए डैश बी डैश है वो ट्रू रिफ्लेक्टेड वेव फ्रंट है and it fulfills the condition dp plus pd dash is equal to ab dash or ba dash। For this you have to visit the last lecture। this is completely related to the last lecture। और आपके पास लास्ट टेक्स्ट मौजूद है तो उसके साथ उसको देखिए, उसके साथ इसको मिलाइए, फिर आपको समझ में आ जाएगा। सो प्रूफ क्या है इसका? वी ड्रा पी क्यू परपेंडिकुलर ऑन बी ए डैश। इट इज परपेंडिकुलर, रिमेंबर दिस थिंग। वी ड्रा पी क्यू परपेंडिकुलर ऑन बी ए डैश, therefore dp must be equal to bq। this is first condition। and we draw pq perpendicular on ba dash, then dp must be equal to bq। because it becomes a parallelogram, because dp bq becomes a parallelogram, and in parallelogram opposite sides are equal, therefore dp must be equal to bq। now in triangles aa dash b, you can see from the figure a dash b and a dash a b dash, we take these two triangles, तो उसमें क्या है? angle ab a dash, angle ab a dash is equal to angle a dash b dash a, and both are equal to 90, therefore they are equal। also ba dash is equal to ab dash is equal to ct, which we have proved already। तो तीसरा कंडीशन है इसका a dash is equal to a dash, that is the common side। you can see from these two triangles a dash is equal to a dash, that is common side, therefore triangle a dash b is congruent to triangle a dash a b dash by SAS action, side angle side action। this implies when the two triangles are congruent, the corresponding sides are, corresponding parts are also equal by CPCT। we can say that angle BAA dash is equal to angle AA dash B। this implies angle I is equal to angle R। so when angle I is equal to angle R, this is, that is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, which is the first law of reflection। now also the incident rays ZA, XB and RD, the reflected rays, that is Z dash B dash, X dash A dash and Y dash D dash, reflected rays and the normal rays AN and A dash N all lie in the plane of the paper, which is the second law of reflection। तो रिफ्लेक्शन के हमें सिर्फ दो लॉज हैं, दैट वी हैव टू प्रूव दैट एंगल आई इज इक्वल टू एंगल आर, और जो इंसिडेंट रे है, नॉर्मल रे एंड रिफ्लेक्टेड रे है, दे लाई इन द सेम प्लेन। सो वी हैव प्रूव्ड दिस। नाउ PQ is parallel AB, you can see from that figure that PQ is parallel AB, therefore angle BAA dash is equal to angle QPA dash, that is they are corresponding angles। when the two lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are equal। this implies angle QPA dash is equal to angle AA dash B dash, or angle QPA dash is equal to angle PAD dash। in triangles QA dash P and D dash PA dash, we see that angle QPA dash is equal to angle PA dash D dash, that we have already proved। angle A dash QP is equal to angle PD dash A dash, they are both equal to 90 degree, therefore they are equal, and side PA dash is equal to PA dash. This is the common side of the two triangles. Therefore, triangle QA dash P is congruent to triangle D dash P A dash by ASA action. Now, when we add equation first and second, what we get? dP plus PD dash dP plus PD dash is equal to BQ plus QA dash. This implies dP plus PD dash is equal to BA dash because BQ plus QA dash is equal to BA dash. So we have proved the condition which was required for A dash B dash to be a true reflective wave front. तो उसके लिए जो एक condition थी हमने उसको prove कर दिया. Therefore A dash B dash is a true reflective wave front. Now our next topic is refraction on the basis of wave theory of light. तो अभी तक हम पढ़ रहे थे reflection on the basis of wave theory of light. अब refraction on the basis of wave theory of light. Consider a plane wave front AB incident on a plane surface M1, M2, separating a denser medium of refractive index mu from a rarer medium of refractive index. Now let C1 is the velocity of light in a rarer medium and C2 is the velocity of light in denser medium. Then mu is equal to C1 by C2. जो refractive index है उसकी definition है एक ये होता है sin I by sin R के बराबर. तो दूसरी definition है it is equal to the ratio of the velocity of light in vacuum to the velocity of light in medium. That is C1 is the velocity of light in vacuum, C2 is the velocity of light in medium. This is the definition of refractive index. Remember this. तो अब mu किसके बराबर है? C1 by C2. While C1 is the velocity of light in rarer medium and C2 is the velocity of light in denser medium. Let a plane wavefront AB is incident on M1, M2. You can see from the figure. It is incident on the same mirror M1, M2 at an angle of incidence, angle BAA dash is equal to angle I. That XB and ZA are the normals to the wave front. Let a plane wave front AB is incident on M1, M2 at an angle of incidence. ये वही है जो मैंने अभी पढ़ा है आपको repeat हो रहा है यहाँ पे. I let XB and ZA are the normals to the wave front cause represented incidental rays according to Huygens principle. Every point on AB, that is the primary wavefront, is a source of secondary wavelets. जो हमने पढ़ाया है. Let the secondary wavelets from B strike the surface M1, M2 at A dash in T seconds. Then BA dash, that is the distance covered by this wavefront, BA dash will be equal to C1 into T. That is velocity into time. So velocity यहाँ पे light की velocity है, that is in rarer medium, that is C1. So time T है. The secondary wavelets from A will cover a distance AB dash is equal to C2 T in the same time T seconds. तो वो इतना distance निकालेंगे AB dash. क्योंकि velocity वहाँ different है, इसलिए उसको थोड़ा time ज़्यादा लग सकता है. velocity कम हो सकती है, इसी time में AB dash distance को cover कर सकता है. Secondary wavelets. Therefore, with A as the center and radius R is equal to AB dash is equal to C2 to draw an arc B dash. तो हमें एक आर्क डालना है तो उसका रेडियस हमें किसके बराबर लेना है? AB dash के बराबर. तो AB dash किसके बराबर है? C2T. So that AB dash is equal to C2T. From A dash draw a tangent plane to A dash B dash touching the curve B dash tangentially at B dash. Therefore, A dash B dash is the secondary wave front. जब हम जो सरफेस डालते हैं जो टेंजेंशियली टच करता है एवरी वेव लेट को तो वो सेकेंडरी वेव फ्रंट बन जाता है. The secondary wave front after 3 seconds A dash B dash would advance in the direction of B dash Z A dash X so on, which are the corresponding refracted rays perpendicular to A dash B dash. From A dash B dash to be the true refracted wave front, secondary wavelets starting from any other point D on AB must reach the point D dash on A dash B dash in the same time T seconds after reflection at point P on M1, M2. For this, time taken by PD dP plus time taken by D dash P is equal to time taken by A dash B in rarer. That is uh, or in time taken by AB dash in denser medium. Time taken by dp in rarer medium plus time taken by d dash p in denser medium is equal to time taken by a dash b in a rarer medium or time taken by ab dash in denser medium. That is t1, that is time taken by dp in the rarer medium, that is t1, and time taken by d dash p, that is t2 in denser medium, is equal to time taken by ab in rarer or in denser medium. This implies so t is equal to distance by velocity. Remember, time is equal to distance by velocity. So dp by c1 plus t2 के बदले हम लिखेंगे d dash p by c2 is equal to ba dash by c1. Now draw pq perpendicular. Again, this is one, it represents perpendicular. Draw pq perpendicular ba dash. Therefore, ba dash is equal to bq plus qa dash, which implies ba dash is equal to dp plus qa dash. This implies ba dash by c1 plus, when we divide both sides by c1, we get ba dash by c1 plus dp by c1 plus qa dash by c1. ba dash by c1 is equal to dp by c1 plus qa dash by c1 by dividing both sides by c1. Or dp by c1 plus qa dash by c1 is equal to ab dash by c1. Or dp by c1 plus d dash p by c2 is equal to dp by c1 plus qa dash by c1. Or d dash b by c2 is equal to qa dash by c1, because d dash p by c dp by c1 and dp by c1 will cancel. They will cancel, and we will have only d dash p by c2. If equation 3 is satisfied, then a dash b dash will be a true reflected wave front. Now, ये condition, if this condition is fulfilled, that is d dash p by c2 is equal to qa dash by c1, then a dash b dash will be a true refracted wave front. तो अब हमें ये प्रूव करेंगे ये कंडीशन फुलफिल होते हैं. Triangles a b dash a dash and p d dash a dash. You can see these two triangles from the page, or they are similar. Therefore, in the first case when we were discussing reflected, वहाँ पे हमें congruent triangles लेने थे, यहाँ पे हमें similar triangles लेने हैं. Similarity में ये condition होता है, the ratio of the corresponding sides is always equal. So a dash by pa dash will be equal to ba dash by qa dash. Also, triangles a b dash a dash and p d dash a dash are similar. Therefore, a dash by pa dash is equal to b dash a by pd dash. From equation 5 and 6, we get ba dash by qa dash is equal to b dash a by pd dash, or pd dash, when we cross multiply them, pd dash by qa dash is equal to b dash a by ba. Cross multiply करना है. This implies pd dash by qa dash is equal to b dash a by ba dash. This implies pd dash by qa dash is equal to c2t by c1t. T and t will cancel, so pd dash by qa dash will be equal to c2 by c1, and when we cross multiply them again, we get p dash by c2 by taking c2 to the left side and qa dash to the right side. So pd dash by c2 will be equal to qa dash by c1. So ये हमें प्रूव करना था. Therefore, a dash b dash is a true secondary wave front. Now again, let angle a dash b dash is equal to r, that is angle of refraction. In triangles a dash b, अब हमें sin I निकाल. Sin I is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is ba dash by a dash. So sin I is equal to ba dash by a dash. This implies sin I is equal to c1t by a dash. because we have already proved that BA dash is equal to C1 T. This implies when हम इसको cross multiply कर रहे थे A dash sin I is equal to C1 T by cross multiplying this equation. Let us denote this equation by 7. Similarly, in triangle AA dash B, sin R is equal to AB dash by AA dash. This implies sin R is equal to C2 T by AA dash, because already we have proved that AB dash is equal to C2 T. This, when we again cross multiply them, we get AA dash sin R is equal to C2 T. So dividing equation 7 by equation 8, we get AA dash sin I by AA dash sin R is equal to C1 T by C2 T. In so here we have to set up from here dividing. When we divide equation 7 by equation 8, we get AA dash sin I by AA dash sin R is equal to C1 T by C2 T. So T and T will again cancel. We get sin, and AA dash by AA dash will also cancel. Sin I by sin R is equal to C1 by C2, or sin I by sin R is equal to mu, which is Snell's law. So in reflection we have three laws. So this is first law, reflection, which is also known as Snell's law, that sin I by sin R is equal to mu. Also the incident ray, that incident wavefront, the refracted ray, refracted wavefront, and the normal all in the same plane, that's plane of paper. This is second law of refraction. The ray of light wavefront bends towards the normal when it comes from rarer to denser medium, and vice versa. This is third law of refraction. So tomorrow we will discuss inshallah superposition.